Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Hi, people. Showed up for the party. Thank you for watching. Say hello to my studio audience. They are my co-hosts. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. So I want to get to all my stories, so let's just dive right in, okay? Sandra Bullock, who I love. I've loved her since Speed. Didn't know about her before that. We helped her find her dog, season 1 of Wendy. The dog was missing, and we did an all-points bulletin for her. And she found the dog. Did she send a thank you note? Oh, she did. And she's civilized. She sent a thank you note. And we're, you know, the same age category and whatnot. So Sandra is really worried that her relationship with her new hot man is moving way too fast. Well, yeah, they've been together for about a year now, right? And he's really hot. Let's see him smoking a cigarette with no shirt. Let's see that other one where we can see his face close up. Okay? Okay? Remember, she met him at a children's birthday party. He's a photographer, and he was taking pictures of the kids. I think it might have been her son's birthday her son's birthday party. Anyway, so he was for hire. What the luck of the draw is that? And then he's single. Next thing you know, they're dating, and she has him move into her house. Well, now, this is where the problem is, Sandy. First of all, you can't confuse kids. You know, now she's got 2, not just 1. She adopted both of them. They're both black. Not that that matters, but I'm just trying to fill you in. Okay. Okay. Well, according to the Star magazine, Sandra found out that her boyfriend, Brian, with a Y, it's hot, Brian, was shopping for engagement rings for Sandra. Well, the problem is that she's not ready, and she told a friend to tell Brian that she's not ready. Now, see, Sandra, this is where you have to woman up. At our age, we don't need people, you know, a third party telling a second party. We say it direct right to you. Say. And I don't know, I feel like, first of all, have they talked about marriage? Because it's not the 1940s where, you know, a guy just pops the question out of nowhere and you say yes. We women today, we have so many options. And a lot of us don't opt to be married. Just saying. I mean, we opt to be in love, we opt to have a baby with you or adopt a baby or whatever, we opt to live together. But I'm married, but I think marriage is very antiquated. I feel like, but I enjoy being married, but I see the other side of the coin. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. So, and plus she was really burnt by Jesse James. Yes. And it might have scarred her for good, only that was like, what, 25 years ago, Sandra? I mean, can we move on? I don't think that she's burnt by Jesse, although that's what people are saying. I think that Sandra might be a modern woman who just wants to live together and love together and have a blended family. That's all. Also, Maybe she doesn't want to share the Bullock fortune now that she's got 2 kids to take care of with a party photographer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe. But Sandra, if I were you, this is what I would do. I wouldn't have had the friend talk to him about not shopping for a ring. I would have done it myself with a bit of a lie in there. Okay. So I'd be like, Brian, can you come in here and have a seat? Hey. So I got a phone call today from my agent or publicist or whoever. You know, you just make it, we're lying now. So I got a phone call from my publicist, and the publicist was saying that they got a phone call from XYZ jeweler, and they say, Brian, that you were in there shopping for engagement rings for me. You see? Look, I can commit a crime. I mean, if you need to hatch a plan, I'm your girl. Come to me. Listen. So, like you say, so the publicist got the phone call, and then my publicist, Jill, she called me to ask me for a comment. And I knew nothing about it, Brian. I don't want to get, I love you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And you give it to him good after this. You know, you give it. But I love you, but I don't care about getting married, that's all. Isn't that a better plan than having your friend go? Yeah. Anyway, hey, Sandy. Hey, Brian. How you doing? All right, let's talk about ARod. Purposely, they're trying to burn my tongue around here. So I can't tell you the stories. Anyway, ARod, Yankee, he's got a new girlfriend, and she's not his typical type. Well, he's been linked to Madonna, and he's been linked to Cameron, and he's been linked to Kate. So his type seems to be blonde, pretty. Oh. They said, eh. Well, now reportedly he's going for smart and powerful. I'm not saying that these women, those 3, I'm not saying that they're not smart. It's just that they also use their wicked beauty to get ahead. So we don't know whether they're smart or whether they're beautiful or a combination of both. But there's this one woman, she's smart and powerful, and her name is Anne. And here she is. Now, I will have you know that Anne is the CEO of a genetic testing company. That happens to be worth over $1 billion. Right? Yale graduate. Ivy League. And she's got her own brains and her own money in her own right, but she happens to have an ex-husband, 2 kids with him. And guess what he does? Other than look cute. He's a co-founder of Google. And he's worth over $36 billion. Okay. So I'm thinking, what does ARod talk with her about? What, I mean, maybe she's with him because she wants to get back at her ex-husband. You know, the best way to get back at a guy is to date his nemesis. Like, maybe he loved the Yankees but hated ARod. Perfect, I'm gonna date him. You know, maybe ARod has dated so many Hollywood beauties that he wants to be the only star in the family because it gets exhausting, I guess, when you have 2 of them in one family. But what do they talk about, you guys? I mean, you know, after the deed is done and somebody's gotten the apple juice and maybe a fistful of snacks and the TV's playing, but what do you talk about? Like, I could see her saying to him something like, what do you think about genetic engineering in the private sector? And I hate to stereotype sports guys, but okay, everybody stereotypes. So I picture him answering, duh. And maybe after being married and having children, sometimes a woman just needs a duh. Like, don't give me any problems. I have a headache. I'm running a company. You go out there and put that stick to the ball. You've got your money, and I've got my money. And I don't really feel like talking when I get home. But people, you know, I feel as though it's important for people to date outside of the box and try new things. But I also feel that you always return back to what you originally liked. But you gotta try new things. Like, you know, in my trying process, you know, the way my parents raised me, I thought I'd be marrying more like of a Barack. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And I dated a lot of Baracks. You know, the big degree, the suit, the tie, wherefore art thou Romeo, the briefcase, the whole bit. And we talked. I mean, we had stuff in common. My dad is a Martin Luther King Barack-esque. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. But what ended up happening is I eventually married one of them after dating, you know, several of them, divorcing in 5 months, and ultimately speaking, I'm 23 years now, definitely not with a Barack. I mean, so the moral of the story is date outside the box and make sure that what you like is what you really like. And then if you want to return home, everybody get out of the way, because this is who you love. Love it or leave it. Yeah. Oh, I was posing for you. I was ready. I'm multitasking. All right, we'll get you next time. So guess who's back in the good graces of the Kardashians? Black Chyna. Believe me, they had to sell me this story because I'm so sick of talking about all of them. Like, I don't even care. But there's one thing I have to say hands down. This is a beautiful woman. Right? Whether her hair is white blonde, whether she wears bangs or not, whether it's black hair, like, she's a beautiful girl. Whether she's got the dimple with the diamonds in it or the plain ones, she's beautiful. Reportedly, though, Chris, the mom, is, now hold on, because I do smell a rat. Hold on. Chris, the mom, reportedly is very, very grateful that Black Chyna and Rob are dating, because Black Chyna has reportedly helped Rob lose weight and reconnect with his family. So that's a good thing. You know, like, if you looked online, there were pictures of Chyna and Rob in Jamaica having fun, and he's lost a little weight. You know, he was a shut-in for like 2 years. They only say that in church. A shut-in, oh my God. I mean, you know, he stayed out of the spotlight for 2 years because he was uncomfortable with his weight, I guess uncomfortable with the family. Remember, he went to Kim's wedding over there and then ended up jumping on the plane because he didn't want to be in the family pictures. He's gained a lot of weight. Black Chyna, though, has been cooking for him stuff like sauteed spinach. And really, I guess, you know, boosting his self-confidence. And reportedly, he's lost like 65 pounds. And yeah, it's good. And I saw a picture of him recently with his sister, Kylie. So, you know, he's reconnecting and he seems happy. So whatever works, you're always happy for your kids. The thing is that when this woman is involved in anything, I always smell a rat. And the rat that I smell is a reality show. First of all, this relationship is not gonna last between these two. Not at all. I mean, she, and he, I just picture this being a setup for a reality show. Just mark my words, that's what's going to happen. The family might not be happy at all that Rob is dating Black Chyna, but the mom is trying to put it out there to soften her image and also make us watch the Black Chyna and Rob show, which will probably be debuting on E! In 1 hour. Oh, you. You make me do the craziest things when I'm here in this chair. So, you know I love judge shows. Even before I had my talk show, like daytime TV was always my favorite block of TV to watch. I like the talk shows, I like the judge shows. I like a game show now and then as well. I like the 5 o'clock news. You know, it's my time. So they're saying, watch out, Judge Judy, of which, how dare you tell Judge Judy, my queen, to watch out by the likes of Sarah Palin. Ugh. Well, Judge Judy's a real judge. You know, she's got her degree in judging. Sarah Palin didn't go to law school. Some people think Sarah Palin's less than smart. Yes. But she just signed a deal to do a court show. What? So now, would you watch clap? No. That was a clap, you all. Okay, so you wouldn't watch. Well, I would check it out. But if it comes on at 3 o'clock here in New York, I can't, because that's when the Wendy show repeats. And I don't want to be selfish, because that 3 o'clock block is real important to me. Even if our show wasn't on at 3 o'clock repeating, I'd be watching Judge Marilyn Milian of the People's Court. Okay? Okay? She's a real judge as well. What does Sarah Palin have to offer in judging? Ooh, that's what, 2 packs of hair? Yeah. So, well, let's judge her for a moment. All right. Bristol, her daughter, is pregnant with 2 kids, or excuse me, has 2 children by 2 babies' fathers. The whole family got in a fist fight and fled a family outing in a white stretch limousine. And her son allegedly beat up his girlfriend, giving her a black eye. In other words, in a lot of ways, she has the same problems in a different way than we all do. So you understand what I mean? So we're not perfect and she's not perfect. So that's good. If I wasn't doing this show, I'd love to do a judge show. I mean, I would automatically tell you, no, I don't have my judging degree, but I'm judgmental. You know? I don't think that this will hurt her career, because right now she doesn't have a career. You know, I mean, not a laughing matter, but you know, like she doesn't have a career, and judge shows are good because it's not about you, it's about you judging the defendant and the plaintiff. They're just fat. Clap if you love a good judge show. Right? And they come and they go. There's this guy named Judge Ross who's on right now. I miss Judge Mathis. I miss Judge Wapner. Well, excuse me, yes, Judge Wapner from back in the day. Anyway, Sarah Palin, good luck with your judge show. It looks like I'll be the only one here to give you a chance. And I'll be judging. My leg's falling asleep. Oh, no, it's okay. All right, so Harry Styles loves to party. Well, who doesn't when they're 22? Heck, who doesn't when they're 82? We likes to party. Hey, hey. All right, the problem is that he lives in a really hoity-toity neighborhood in LA, and the neighbors are sick and tired of him and his loud music, and the women and the men, people, you know, his friends, coming in and out all night. They described his house, which I'm sure is a mansion, because that's Styles' money, like a sex motel, with half-naked girls constantly in and out. And you know, with Uber now, you know what the girls do. They stand out on the sidewalk, they wait for the Uber to show up, like, oh my God. Here's my thought, okay. First of all, for the neighbors who already lived in the neighborhood and then Harry moved in, I feel sorry for you. Because selling a house is not an easy thing. And I wouldn't give up my house because I have a bad neighbor, not if I was there first. For Harry, I bet you the realtor was less than thinking about moving this man into a family-friendly neighborhood and just wanted their, you know, the commission. If I were Harry, I would not stop partying because I'm 22. Wait, no, hold on now. You got to think with two heads. This shoulder head says, I'm partying, I'm 22, I'm rich, girls want me, I want them, let's get it. Okay? I pay my taxes, my lawn is done, neighbors, we're all equal in here. I can't help it if you're working in Silicon Valley and have to wake up early in the morning and you got 3 kids. I paid to be here as well, so I wouldn't stop partying, but if I were one of the neighbors, you know, as a grown up with the family, I would go over to his house when I think that he's home, ring the doorbell and have a sit down with him regarding, you know, first of all, a muffin basket, then just saying, you know, hi, how do you do? Yeah, your music is loud. I'm not asking you not to, you know, have fun, but just sometimes can you be respectful? Now, in our Hot Topics meeting, oh, we got into it. People were throwing chairs and fighting. Well, because I feel like when we, the Hunters, moved into, you know, our neighborhood that we live in now many years ago, I know in my head, half the neighborhood was like, oh my gosh, she's living here. And they dropped off food, you know, at the front door and whatnot. And then the other half of the neighborhood was like, oh crap, here we go. You know, loud music, screeching cars, Cadillacs on cinder blocks. You know, because now, being black, I have a double stereotype. It's like the whole black thing, but also the whole, you know, TV entertainment thing. I must tell you, we are the best. We don't make a peep, and we are great neighbors. I know what they thought, but I would never move into a neighborhood with a famous person who I thought might be, you know, doing the most. It just, I mean, so what? They own the house. Harry, just take the muffin basket and partially understand what your neighbors are saying, but continue to be 22. And neighbors, sorry,